Hey, good morning. Um, man, what did I do? Man, I'm sorry. I have to start with an apology. But hey, I didn't break anything, okay? Yeah, this whiteboard is intact. Alright. Yeah, I didn't break anything. I'm sorry. I overreacted, okay? I'm so sorry. Yeah. My apology. Last night, yeah. I guess I overreacted. I'm sorry, okay? My apology, alright? But yeah, I totally overreacted. But um, it's okay. So I apologized, right? So yeah, let's give Caesar what was Caesar's. Let's give God what's God's. Okay, so it can be seen as a acting, right? It's just prop. It didn't break. No, I don't do that. So, but well, so I came to apologize. Okay. But no property damage done. There's no violence. Okay, it's just acting, props, interaction with objects. That's all. Uh, uh yeah, my apology. All right. So there's this Twilight Zone episode. Okay, so the absolute man. All right, it kind of reminds me of that because the ideologies in this humanology, okay, I understand it's offensive to many people, and I can silence my language, all right, and I will. I mean, what I'm saying is, I'll be gentle when I express those ideologies, okay, but I cannot silence those ideologies. Yeah, we are talking about anti-gayism, anti-tattoo piercism, anti-sugar fetism, anti-ultra interracialism, all right, because gayism, tattoo piercism, sugar fetism, and ultra interracialism, they're very bad ideologies, and I have to fight them. There's just no other way. Okay, I'm not fighting people. I'm fighting ideologies that are harmful to humanity. Okay, somebody has to fight them. Okay, it is part of my job to fight those bad ideologies as a humanologist. All right, those ideas, the anti bad ideologies like anti-gayism, sugar fetism, anti anti-sugar fetism, anti-gayism, anti-ultra interracialism, anti-tattoo piercism. Uh, those ideas, they cannot be silenced. All right. If Google YouTube is not okay with that, then yeah, shut this down. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I will have to find another venue to express those ideas. Okay. Yeah, Google YouTube. Yeah, shutting this down. I'm okay with that. I just have to find another venue. All right. Because those ideas cannot be silenced. Why? Because it's too late. All right. It's already out. Okay. Those ideas cannot be silenced. All right. What can I say? You know, I mean, you may say I'm delusional, right? Suffer some kind of mental disease. Well, you are entitled to your opinion, and what can I say? Yeah, I'm an activist. All right. Um, there's one way to see me. Another way, well, the way I see myself, sometimes, in other ways, is yeah, I'm doing God's job. Okay, that's my religion, my belief system. Okay, I wouldn't elevate myself to the level of a prophet because a prophet is somebody very famous, all right, but I'm not famous, all right. But I do believe God gave me messages to convey to humanity for the sake of humanity. And in humanology, it's like this. Okay, there's this ideology of gayism, LGBTism, or tattoo piercism, or sugar fatism, marijuanaism. All right, those are ideologies. Okay, people subscribe to those ideologies by abiding by those rules. You have to be gay. You have to approve gay marriage. You have to smoke marijuana. You have to tattoo and pierce yourself. And you have to, if you're an ethnic man, you have to marry beautiful young white women. As a non-white man, you have to do so. You have to approve their ultra interracialistic marriage. You know, ethnic men marrying beautiful young white women. You have to approve it. Those are the ideologies that I oppose. Okay, and those are the ideologies people obey, subscribe to, those belief systems, those human activity. That's what we call ideologies in humanology. Okay, so and I oppose those ideologies, and when I oppose those ideologies, yeah, when I express my opposition, people who subscribe to those ideologies will be offended. Okay, my mistake was this: my language was too rude, harsh, mean, and I will correct that. Okay, it may take some time, but I will work on it. I'll be nicer. Okay, I try to be gentler, nicer, more civilized, civil. All right. Yeah, I'll try that. It won't be easy. I'll make conscious and conscientious effort to do so. To watch my language. Okay. But the idea itself, anti-ultra internationalism, anti-gayism, they cannot be silenced. All right. But I will express those ideologies in a nicer way. That I can promise you. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Let's get back to the modeling of this climate cycle. Okay. Okay. It's too bad. You know, it's early in the morning before I go to work. I I went to bed early, so I cannot drink. Too bad. Okay. So what happens next? It's easy. Uh, so trees is ideal environment for the trees because temperature went up, right? Because of carbon dioxide layer, greenhouse effect, and water is evaporating because of high temperature. So water floats around in the air, become water vapor, right? And at some point it will rain. Okay? Yeah. You have rain cloud, rain, so there's water, hot temperature, and CO2, which is food for plants. Now, plants thrive, okay? So plants have no enemy, so what's going to happen next is it will absorb all the carbon dioxide from the air and become plant body. Plant will multiply. So there will be no more food to eat. So plants will die of starvation. Okay? And because there's no carbon dioxide, it's like a blanket jacket, okay? Maybe I need a flak jacket, huh? So that I behave. Watch this cartoon about President Trump. Oh man, it's so funny. President Trump, with flak jacket, mental institution. President Trump cartoon is hilarious. Don't worry, I behave, okay? So, okay. So, now, next picture, plants will die. Why? That was starvation. And also, they will freeze to death. Because now that you have no more carbon dioxide, it's all grounded, temperature will go down. It's global cooling, baby, okay? Temperature go down, water will start to freeze. Ice age. Okay? Too many plants. Dead. Frozen water. Glacier. Global cooling. All these dead plants get buried under. And inside of the earth, there's magma, heat and pressure. So they are cooking these dead plants, become oil and gas, like Alaska, Siberia, all the dead plants that used to thrive back in the days. Okay. How about like Sahara Desert, Middle East? Oh, it used to be jungles back there, back then. Middle East, oil. Now, desert. Why? Whatever. I don't have good model for that yet, okay? So, but yeah, it used to be jungle there. Now it's just too hot, right? So there's no plants. And also it's too dry. But way back when, it used to be wet. It used to be jungle back then. Middle East. All the plants died, became fossil fuel. Okay. It used to rain there. There used to be plenty of water, and it wasn't too hot, and it used to be wet. That's why there used to be plants there. They died, got buried, and became oil and gas in Sahara Desert in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia. All right, so yeah, yes, climate has changed. It always will. There's nothing unusual about climate changing, so there's no need for alarm. Okay, people are afraid of climate change because they don't understand science. Okay, this ignorance of science, that's what caused them fear of this climate change. Okay, all right. Now, who will be the next actor in this theater? Okay, yeah, I punched this, it fell down, nothing broke. All right, it's just acting props. All right, so there's no need to be afraid. All right, I'm just acting. Okay, so. But if I somehow surprised you, offended you, I'm sorry. I apologize. All right. I'm a method actor. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay. We'll take a 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah, think about what would happen. Uh, who will be the next actor entering this theatrical stage? Okay. To do something about this. Okay. all these plants dying, or whatever. Okay, global cooling. Uh, who will be our hero to save the planet Earth from global cooling? Okay, yeah. Think about the next actor entering this stage. Our hero. Okay, so okay, we'll take a break. Okay. Okay, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen. Again, I apologize for yesterday's acting out. Alright. I'm sorry. You know, humanological exorcism. It's like kind of brain surgery, okay? Sure, whatever. Conversion therapy. But yeah, you can approach it with chainsaw and hammer. I guess that was my mistake. Okay, I have to be delicate, like a brain surgeon. Uh, I'm sorry. I'll be more careful next time. Okay. But sometimes, back in the days, psychiatrists did electroshock therapy, right, to give some electrical current in the brain. Back in the day, psychiatrists they used to do that, right? Yeah, it's a failed approach, so maybe I shouldn't do that either. I metaphorically speaking, okay, it's all analogy, all right. So, okay, shoot, it's a joke, okay, just laugh it off. Just sit back and enjoy the show, okay? It's just like a movie, all right. Okay, there are props, interaction with objects, okay. Punch it, knock it down, nothing breaks, okay. So it's all part of an act, okay. Now, yeah, enter the stage. Who's gonna save the Earth from global cooling? Hmm? Let's recap what happened previously. Plants thrived because there's so many carbon dioxide in the air. Temperature is hot. There's water, rain cloud, water circulating the Earth in the air, cloud, rain, a lot of water, hot temperature, a lot of CO2. Plants thrive. So they absorb all the carbon, they bind it. Now it's too cold. Water is frozen. No more water available. It's all frozen. Too cold. No more carbon dioxide in the air. Plenty of oxygen. Yeah, so what? Plants, they don't eat oxygen. Yeah, they do breathe. But they need carbon dioxide. It's gone. Okay? It's all bound on the planet Earth. So plants die. They get buried deep under magma, geothermal heat, pressure cooker. Hot temperature, magma, under the ground, getting rid of all the oxygens, bubble it up, boil it, pressure cooker, it becomes purely hydrogenated carbons, hydrocarbons with no oxygens. Because geothermal energy get converted into this chemical bonding energy, high energy bonding, carbon, hydrogen, hydrocarbons, no oxygens, okay? Yeah, it came from geothermal energy into this chemical bonding energy. That's oil and gas. It's not just from the sun, it's also from geothermal energy too. Okay? So that's oil and gas. Alright? Plenty of plants died, buried, and pressure cooked by geothermal energy. That's oil and gas. Okay? Very high energy chemical bonding. Carbon, hydrogen, that stuff. Okay? No oxygen there. It all bubbled up. Okay? Now, okay, so what's next? Who's gonna save the Earth from global cooling? Yeah, bacteria. Okay? Bacteria. Because plants are dead. When plants are alive, they defend themselves. Okay, so when plants are alive, they have immune system to fight against this plant-eating parasites, bacteria. Okay. By the way, there's this movie called Parasite. It got 4 Academy Awards, but I don't like that movie very much because it used violence. Okay, there's murder, there's crime, they're glorifying crimes, violence. Okay. Yesterday, what I did was I didn't hit anybody. I don't. There's violence. I hit this acting prop and it didn't even break. I knocked it off, but nobody died, nobody got injured, and nothing broke. There's no property damage here. All right, it's just acting prop. That's not violence. What is it? Part of acting. Okay. But nothing broke. All right. Yeah, but in the movie Parasite, I didn't watch it. I just read in the Wikipedia plot summary. Murder, theft, fraud, all this crime. Okay. Glorifying, beautifying, glamorizing, glorifying crime, violence. That's not okay. Okay. So they won the Academy Award for the best original screenplay. There's nothing original about that screenplay. Why? I just look at that poster, the movie Parasite, Korean movie. What, this blocking the eye with some pen? They came from ACDC album cover. You know, Dirty This, Thunder Chip, whatever. If these Koreans are imitating American band ACDC album cover, you know. Come on. That's not original, that's imitation. Anyways. So yeah, bacteria, what they do. Because when plant was alive, it was fighting off the bacteria, so bacteria could not quite eat the plants because plants, its immune system is fighting back. But as soon as plants are dead, now it's easy prey. Yeah, bacteria. They eat the dead plants. Then they release carbon dioxide back in the air. Now, little by little, after all this bacteria, they break down the dead plants. Carbon layer form again. Now Earth start to warm again. Temperature start to go up. Water start to thaw, melt. The ice start melting because of this carbon dioxide blanket. So bacteria, they are carbon releasers when plants are carbon fixers. Okay? So yeah, carbon dioxide restored back in the air, atmosphere. Now global warming starts. Plants start to live again. Okay? Why? Because the seeds, plant seeds, you can freeze it, and whenever the plant seeds, they can be frozen and then thaw, and they can live again. When do you see it? Springtime. Okay. All this germination of plants. Yeah, hibernation, seeds, plant seeds, it can hibernate. It can survive cold winter. Why? Plant seeds, they are kind of like virus. Yeah, virus, you can freeze virus and thaw it, and it can live again. It's very simple, like almost like a machinery. Okay, it can get frozen and it can live again. Plant seeds, it's just like virus. Okay, very simple structure. Alright. Yeah. So that's springtime, right? Yeah, plant seeds can survive the winter, right? Okay. better than plants can. Why? Because it's such a simple structure. Okay, just like virus, right? Yeah. So bacteria came to save the Earth, planet Earth, from global cooling. All right. So, yeah. Okay. It's not just CO2; it's also methane, CH4. Because there are these pictures of ice bubble in Lake Baikal, and also in Canada, in Alaska, frozen lake. You get to see this air bubble trapped in the ice, very flattened, look like pancakes. Okay, so or hamburgers. Very beautiful. I did take a picture of that. Yeah, it's very popular for among photographers. Winter scene. Yeah, they say it's methane gas formed by bacteria breaking down dead plants, organic matter at the bottom of the lake in winter. Okay, yeah, this is methane gas. So you have to be very careful around those. Okay, it can explode if you ignite it. Okay, I read about that. Let's take 5 minutes break. Okay, so and then we continue. All right. Okay. Let's take five. Okay, we are back. So having fun. Interesting story, isn't it? Yeah, history of the Earth. All right. So yeah, that's all there is really. Okay. Yeah. So global warming happens. Okay, because plants are dead. All right. What we have is bacteria eating up plants, giving off methane, CO2. Maybe some, maybe the next actor is animals. Animals are more sophisticated than plants. So took animals longer time to evolve, right? Animals came way, way later than plants, okay? For example, all right? Most likely, because animals are more sophisticated structure, okay? So, yeah, but bacteria, animals, whatever, right? So that's just carbon releasers in the form of methane or carbon dioxide, okay? Doesn't matter. There's no difference, okay? They're carbon releasers. Plants, carbon fixers. Photosynthesis, right? So yeah, unless there's some green aliens who can do photosynthesize. And yeah, some primitive planktons in the sea, in the lake. Yeah, they kind of behave both ways. Whatever, I don't know. Okay, but the details don't matter. Okay, when you mathematically model a phenomenon like this carbon cycle and climate cycle, okay, uh, you have to simplify, right? So carbon releasers, bacteria, animals, or carbon fixers, plants. That's it. Two variables, plant or plant eaters, be it bacteria or animals, insects, whatever. Okay? Carbon releasers. All right, that's it. And so, if there are too many plants, too much carbon fixation, so global cooling. Okay, now plants are dead. Oh, Alaska moose, cows. Hey, hay. Hey, dead plants. Oh, they can eat those. Herbivores, they can eat. They can thrive with dead plants. How about us? Plants we eat, salad, and they're dead. They're fresh. They're not dried up, but they're still dead plants, right? But herbivores, they may prefer live plants, right? I mean, fresh plants, but they can still survive on eating dead plants, like cows, Alaska moose, or deer, reindeer, you name it, okay? That's how they survive during the winter season. They feed on dead plants or dried up tree bricks. They can eat those things and survive the winter. Herbivores, like rabbits. Okay, yeah. And they release the carbon dioxide or methane, whatever, okay? Then global warming happens, okay? So, why? Because it takes some time for plants to re-thrive, to resurrect again. When there are a lot of plants, because now there are plenty of carbon dioxide in the air, a lot of food, thanks to animals and bacteria. Now plants can live again. All these seeds, plant seeds, because now it's warm, it's springtime, right? So yeah, plants can germinate again. Seeds, oh, they are everywhere, all right? They're hidden just beneath the cover of the earth, dirt. Yeah, as animals, herbivores, bacteria, they eat all those dead plants, release the carbon dioxide, methane, so the globe warms up again. Now the seeds start to germinate, resurrection of plants, thanks to, ironically, plant eaters. But bacteria, herbivores, plant eaters, Alaska moose, cows, they can eat dead plants, so no problem. Actually, it's easier for them to eat dead plants because maybe bacteria broke down these dead plants, softened it so that animals can more easily digest them. Yeah, but that's what bacteria do. Even in the guts of these cows, they help digest plants, cellulose, to break down those hard carbohydrate plant cellular walls, cell walls. We cannot break it down, okay? But cows, with the help of their intestinal bacteria, that help break down those cell walls, plant cell walls, okay? Mhm. Yeah, that's what bacteria are very good at. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, probably they form this symbiosis, bacteria and these herbivorous animals. Probably these animals ingested those bacteria from the dead plants, and they formed a symbiotic relationship. Okay, the bacteria, they don't need oxygen, they don't need sunlight, they just need dead plants to survive, and they can survive in a cold winter as well. Okay, bacteria. Okay, so our herbivores, Alaska moose, reindeers, in Arctic region, yeah, they can survive Arctic wind, harsh winter. They can because they can feed on dead plants. All right. Well, yeah. So plants, all the plants are dead, and of course there are some seeds, frozen seeds, right? But plants, bacteria, they eat up the dead plants. They will uh, fetulate or fart or breathe, give up, give off carbon dioxide, methane, whatever, right? Yeah, cows, they produce methane, right? Their gas, right? Fart, okay, and the carbon dioxide, breathing CH4 methane from the back, passing the gas, right? Carbon dioxide from the mouth, breathing out. Yeah, the globe warms up, seeds, plants, frozen seeds start to germinate. It's springtime. That's global warming. Okay, we'll take 5 minutes break, okay, and we'll introduce another actor, perhaps final actor in this catalog of actors, okay, roster of actors, okay. Who would that be? Or maybe it's not final. Okay, maybe that's the more, right? Yeah, you be the writer, director, okay, casting director, whatever, screenwrite, playwright, screenwriter, okay. So who be the next actor who enter the stage? You decide, okay. Yeah, it's interesting, right? So yeah, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay. So. Okay. Okay, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, who did you write the screenplay? Did you design the scenario? Who's the next actor? Next character? Hmm? In this theatrical play of climate cycle, who's the next actor? Yes, Homo sapiens. That's an interesting character, isn't it? Because what we do is, okay, who's the next actor? So okay, enter the stage left, Homo sapiens. Now, who is the next? After Homo sapiens, who comes in to the picture? Who's the next character after Homo sapiens? Who's the next actor? Machines. Okay? Yeah, cars, factories, power plants. Alright, so yeah, now let's see what happens. Okay. Yeah, this Homo sapiens with their chainsaw, excavator, whatever, machinery, oil refinery, cars, airplanes, rockets, satellites. Okay? What we do is this, okay? We cut trees from Amazonian jungle, right? Even in Alaska, yeah, there's this timber industry, right? We cut down the trees, and that's not good enough, right? We dig up oil and gas. So there are less trees, less carbon fixers, because we cut down the trees and use it as furnitures, like tables, chairs, cabinets, bookshelves. We cut down all the trees, right? So less carbon fixers. Now, not only that, that's not good enough. So we dig up the dirt, go under the earth, under the ground, and dig up all the dead plants in the past, oil and gas, and we burn it to warm our houses, to produce electricity, to run our cars. Yeah, we're horrible, right? We're pumping out all the carbon dioxide from under the earth, oil and gas, and then we cut down the trees. Too much carbon dioxide in the air, so global warming kind of accelerates. That doesn't make sense, okay? It does, okay? So climate change activists, they're not too wrong, alright? Yeah, this is really common sense, right? Yeah, they have some validity in their arguments. Okay, climate change, whatever. Yeah, global warming. I get it. We get it. Okay, so hey, let's face the truth. All right. So now what? What happens next? Unless we stop it. Let's say, because we need energy, right? Come on, we're not gonna go back to Stone Age and start riding horses, huh? Start walking. We're not gonna go back there, okay? Let's be realistic too, all right? So yeah, let's see what happens. Let's say these climate change activists, they give up. White flag. Oh, we give up. Okay, yeah. We'll go back to school, okay? Now what happens? The prediction is this. It's too much carbon in the air, right? And it's too hot. Global warming, right? Too thick a blanket is overheating of the earth. All the water they evaporate, okay, and also ice, all the ice melt. But you don't have to worry about this sea level rising because it's not going to rise that much. Why? Because we are near the end of this. I mean, ice already has melted away. We have very little ice left, right? Because back in the ice age, it was like most of the earth was covered by ice. That's ice age, all right? Even Michigan, Lake Michigan, Lake Ontario. Yeah, there's the glacial scar of the Earth's surface. That's the big lakes, right? It used to be covered by ice there. Okay, that's when the sea level was way down because it's just there's too much ice there. Okay, that's why this Bering Strait is what uh keep forgetting the name. It's not Athabasca. It's not Appalachian. It's that archipelago was that over the Bering Strait, Bering Sea. It's not Arabian, but it starts with A, right? Some archipelago. Keep forgetting that name. Such a shame. Let me grab my cell phone, okay? What a shame. I'm Alaskan. I should know better. Hey. I mean, too many words start with A, right? Well, happy Valentine's Day, by the way. Aleutian. Aleutian chain, right? It used to be land bridge, okay? Because sea level was way low because back in Ice Age, Earth was covered by ice, okay? So the ice we have in the North Pole and South Pole, there's very little ice left over. Okay, so even if all those ice melt away, it's not going to put a dent on the sea level. All right, because it's, there's just too little ice left. Okay, even if all those North Pole, South Pole ice melt away, sea level will not change very much. Not at all. Okay, because if temperature is so high, the atmosphere will be able to contain more moist. That's physics, right? So yeah, more water will evaporate because temperature is so high, right? Like boiling water, right? And so air will contain more moist. Okay. So sea level will not necessarily rise, right? And in past 200 episodes, I proved that. Let's say you have water cup. Let me get some more water, by the way. Okay. It's a corollary that I mathematically proved in past 200 episodes, and you have water, you put an ice cube in there, okay, and the water level will rise, right? The ice cube is floating, right? So, so you have increased water level because you put ice in there and it's floating, right? Iceberg, okay. Now, as the ice melt away, uh, so you have initial water level and it rises after you put ice cube in there. Let's say that's the H2, H1, height 1 to height 2, okay? As ice melt away, it will be still H2. The water level will not go down or up. It will stay exactly the same. That's corollary from Archimedes' principle. and I mathematically proved that in the past 200 episodes, and now that uh, most likely I'm not gonna upload that 200 episodes because Google to found it so offensive. Okay, so we have to redo it, but no problem. All right. At some point, I'll show you. All right, share it with you. We'll redo it. It's like this school kid, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, writing down same sentence 100 times when he misbehaved. So as a punishment, I'll take it. Okay, so because I misbehaved. Okay, so I take the penalty. All right, that's fine. No problem. Okay. Okay. At some point we'll do it. So human machine, okay, and tree coding, right? Too much carbon dioxide. If we don't stop it, then what happens next? Let's not be a doomsday prophet, okay? Let's not fear, let's not be afraid. Let's be cool, let's calm down. Let's be have cool head, leveled head, and think about this rationally and scientifically. Okay, let's think like a scientist, as opposed to uh, be overburned with passion as an activist. Okay, let's cool down. All right, let's calm down and think this through. Okay, I need 5 minutes break. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's take 5 minutes and okay, we are back. We don't have too much time left because I gotta get back to work. Right, this morning. It's still early. All right. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. Okay, so all right. So one way to think about the future is actually instead of fast forwarding the timeline, because it's unknown, right? The fear of unknown, right? One way to predict the future course of human history or Earth history is actually looking back, rewinding backward. All right? Because oil and gas, they used to be plants, mostly. All right? Let's roll back this film, movie, right? All the oil and gas that's buried all deep down under the earth, they used to be plants. Okay? We are not adding any carbon dioxide from extraterrestrial alien injection of carbon dioxide, like pumping carbon dioxide from outer planet, outer space. We are not doing that. It's just oil and gas, we are just restoring carbon dioxide back to the level once it was. Okay? If we kill all the plants on planet Earth, make them into furniture, they go to landfill, whatever, right? And but eventually the bacteria will break them down. Landfill, why is it so smelly? And because of bacteria. They break down all those organic materials in the landfill and they release all the carbs, whatever, back to the air. That's why it's so smelly. It's bacteria decomposing in the landfill. Okay? Releasing carbons back to the earth where it used to be. Okay? So even if we exhaust all the oil and gas under the ground and release everything, all the carbon dioxide back to the air, and after we kill all the plants, cut down all the trees on earth, it will be just back to square one, back to where it was. Yeah. Earth blanketed by carbs, where there is no more plants. That's where we started this model, right? Remember? Yeah, that's how it was. That's how we began this story. The very first actor in this Earth history was carbon dioxide, or methane, whatever, carbon-based air molecules. Then enter the plants. Why? Because it's warm, there's water floating, rain cloud, it's hot, plenty of food in the air. Yeah, plants start to thrive. Okay? So it's not too bad. Okay? If that kind of hot carbon dioxide, hot temperature, if that was habitable place for plants, most likely it should be still a habitable environment for us, Homo sapiens as well. Okay? And are we gonna let the plants all die? No, we'll start farming. Farming, okay? Yeah. We routinely sow the seeds and grow plants. There are even tree farming. Your Christmas tree comes from tree farming. Okay? So there isn't too much to worry about all this global warming, okay? Climate change. If you think about it. Okay, so rising sea level is misunderstanding of science. Okay, so perhaps today after I come back from work, maybe we'll revisit that iceberg theory. All right, the sea level. Okay. Yeah. We'll think about that. Okay. That's pretty much it. Okay. it's still too early, okay? So it's like very early in the morning, so I gotta take like 10-20 minutes nap before I go to work, okay? Uh, yeah. Bottom line, don't worry about climate change, global warming, okay? Because as there are a lot of carbon dioxide, yeah, plants will re-thrive, and all this water melt away. There will be more rain clouds, so it will rain somewhere, and there are plenty of carbon dioxide. It will rain. Yeah, plants will thrive again. Okay, because that's ideal. Hot temperature, a lot of carbon dioxide, a lot of food for the plants, a lot of rain water in the air. Ideal environment for plants, plant growth, photosynthesis, hot temperature, a lot of carbon dioxide, a lot of water. Yeah, that's ideal environment for plants. Okay, and they will reabsorb all the carbons from the air and ground it back to the earth. That's how it all began. Global cooling. Okay, yeah, it will happen. So what should we do about climate change, global warming? Nothing. You don't have to do a single thing. Just keep living and stay in school, please. All right, learn science because what I'm presenting to you here, yeah, there's some new stuff here, but it's not 100% new. It's something I learned when I was in high school, middle school, back in South Korea. All right, so it helps you to learn science. So yeah, please stay in school. Okay, don't drop out of school like Miss Greta Thunberg, who's being nominated for Nobel Prize. My recommendation to her, yeah, she should go back to school. Okay, she should go back to school, stay in school, learn science. All right, because all these climate change, global warming activists, uh, they are not very good at science. Okay, they have passion, right, and fear. They're very emotional. Okay, and if you are so emotional about it, you stop being rational about it. Okay, that's not scientific. That's not how scientists think. That's not the attitude of a scientist. That's attitude of scientifically illiterate activists, full of passion, emotion, anger, fear, fear mongers. Okay, so my recommendation, yeah, start learning science, basics. Okay, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics. All right, they will be my recommendation. All right, so yeah, we don't have to lift a finger about global warming, climate change because yeah, if you understand, we are making ideal environment for plant growth. All right, uh, but yeah, I'm all about. I'm a tree hugger myself. I love trees. Okay, yeah, plant trees. What else can you do? Let the plants grow in your yard, backyard, front yard. No more lawn mower. How do you run a lawn mower? Engines, right? More carbon dioxide, burning fossil fuel engine, killing all these plants, leveling the ground. Yeah, I don't mow my lawn. I'll just let it grow. All these plants, and I eat some of them too if they are edible. Okay? Yeah. Let the plants grow. Okay, so they'll absorb all the carbon dioxide for you. All right, so and come up with some invention so that plants grow on your rooftop, on top of buildings, so that when you look down from airplane, the city is green because on top of the buildings, roofs, let there be plants in downtown. Okay, come up with some technology to grow trees or just shrubs, plants on top of roof buildings, on top of buildings, top roof. Okay, so that big city downtown, it would be green. Okay. They even observe all the smoke, carbon dioxide. The plants are the best air filters. Give out oxygens. Okay. Yeah, do that. Then you need to understand biology, engineering, all that stuff. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, invent that. Okay. All right. Have a nice day. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay. I love you. Okay. Thank you. See you later.